Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Melissa, and today we're going to be talking about alternative ways to travel.
All I'm saying.
So, just so you know, travel is not just about saving up every dollar for a year to have 1 2 week vacation. There are so many other ways that you can travel, and honestly, maybe even travel further, longer, and even still be able to make an income while doing it. So, today we're getting into it. The first one on this list is going to be to volunteer. Yes, I know you're probably thinking, I'm not going to be able to make any income doing that. But I will tell you, some of these programs, both your food and accommodation is covered. Also, some of the programs will provide a stipend. Yeah, it's not going to be like your 40-hour work week paycheck, but it is something. I know that when people hear about volunteering, they kind of immediately push back because, yeah, you aren't going to make any money. You're not going to come back and it's like you took PTO and, you didn't actually lose any money. But honestly, some of these volunteer opportunities are incredible. One of the ones that I was looking at was to volunteer in an elephant sanctuary in Thailand. So it was basically elephants who were being rescued from the tourism industry. So, when you go to Thailand and they say, "Do you want to ride an elephant?" You're like, "Oh my gosh, let's ride an elephant." Yeah, it was those elephants that were being rescued and they were coming to the sanctuary. So it was all about like helping the staff there. You would give these elephants a bath, you would help feed them, and you would help care for them. And it's like some of these opportunities are just too good to pass up. And yes, you have to kind of weigh things. Like, yeah, I could probably volunteer for 2 to 3 weeks, but maybe it's not possible to volunteer for 6 months. But I'm telling you, there are so many different programs, so many different time commitments for each, and some of these are just too good to pass up. The second one is to study abroad. So when I was at university, I studied abroad 2 times. Yeah, I couldn't get enough. But I did a semester in Italy, and then I also did a winter program in Costa Rica. So a lot of people think study abroad is just like unattainable just because of the cost in addition to what you're already paying for university. But I promise you it's not. Like, it is absolutely possible to fully cover your study abroad experience with scholarships and grant money. So when you go into your university study abroad office, I guarantee you they will hand you a piece of paper that has all of the different funding opportunities that you can use to make it possible. So don't be afraid of the cost. It can actually be done. It just might take an essay or two. All right, so the third one on this list is woofing. So basically, you are traveling to another country and working on a farm. So you are literally living and working with a family in this country or city or area that you're in, and you are learning about gardening, farming, working the land, learning about so much about soil, about what to grow. You're going to be having literally farm to table like meals, and you're going to be learning the language, and you're going to have honestly an experience that's so much more different than just living or working in the city. Like, with woofing, you're basically exchanging your room and your board for help with the farm. And I think that honestly, it's so different than, the disconnect that you're going to have if you're living or working in a city to being able to have this connection with the land and with the people that are there. It's different and it's not going to be for everyone, but I mean, if I'm going to be working like on a winery in France, I'll do it. The fourth one on this list is a work abroad program. So you're going to have to look this up just for each of you specifically, simply because it depends on what your host country is and what other countries you can go to. So the issue is that some of these programs are going to have different stipulations. So some of the programs will require you to be less than 1 year out of university. It will require you to have a certain amount of money in your bank account so that they know, when you get there, you'll be able to support yourself. You will have to maybe have a job within a certain period of time. But other than that, you're basically just moving to another country, getting a regular job, and just doing your thing. So for me, I'm just like imagining moving to Ireland and like working in this like crunchy, sexy Irish pub. Okay. But basically that's what it is. You can apply for these programs. You have to, fulfill the requirements or the specifications, but then you go, girl, and then you are just living it up in another country. The fifth one on this list is to get a TEFL certification and teach abroad. So this is actually what I ended up doing after I finished university in 2019, and I moved to China to become a teacher. So a TEFL is an excellent way to travel because honestly, you could travel basically indefinitely with a TEFL certification because so many countries are wanting native English speakers to come and teach English in their country. I mean, you could go to China 1 year and then move to Korea and then move to Thailand. And I mean, like, you could go on and on and on. There are so many job opportunities that would allow you to just continue to travel indefinitely and get paid. So you're working, you're living, you're traveling, you're doing it up, girl. So honestly, think about it. I mean, I think that a lot of the times people might think, am I a teacher? Could I teach a class? Is this for me? And I had the same thoughts. But if that is something that interests you about being able to just kind of continue to travel on and on and on, and also be able to make a living, it's something to think about. You might not know if you want to be a teacher until you do it, but you might try it and love it, So it's just a thought and something I took advantage of that I do not regret and absolutely think everyone should try. If you found this video helpful, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I will have everything that I talked about today linked down below. So many different options, so many different programs, lists, and resources. So please check it out. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And that's it for me, guys. Bye.